Welcome to DYS Feng Shui. Today I want to talk about the difference between facing, direction and sector. Now, the reason why we need to understand the difference between this is so that we can apply our annual flying stars on any kind of floor plan. So I've taken a very simple floor plan over here, which is rectangular in shape. Now, most houses either fall into rectangular or square shapes. Very rarely will you see triangle or oval or circular. Those mostly come in commercial buildings when they want to make fancy buildings. Most of the residential spaces fall into this. Some residential spaces are irregular, and we are not covering that right now because it's beyond the scope of this video. So we are looking at very simple space with the living room, kitchen and bath. And what I want to talk about is when we look at this floor plan, we see the main door being over here, and this is the shorter end of the rectangle, while the main house is mostly at the longer end. So I would say this is a vertically oriented house. Okay, sorry for that, I got disturbed. Okay, so where were we? We were at, the house is rectangular in shape, and we have the main door in one corner of the shorter part of the rectangle. Now this door can come at a side or it can come in the center. Now the other orientation which we have of most houses is if you have a rectangular house, you can have the main door at the longer edge of the rectangle. An example of that would be something like this. This is a 3-bedroom floor plan, and we have the main door over here. So this is on the longer edge of the rectangle and not over here. All right, so these are the two orientations. Either it can be on the shorter edge or it can be on the longer edge, and it can be the side or it can be in the center. So when I ask my clients what is the facing of your apartment, what I expect is the person to go and stand in front of their main door and take the direction in this manner. Stand over here, look towards the outside and see what is the compass direction coming on your compass. Now, why this is important? This direction is called the facing. This direction will basically determine what are the directions of your house. So for simplicity's sake, let's say we have the south, north, east, and we have west. And let's say the person stood over here and got the facing as west. All right, west some particular degree. I will not go into the details of the degree, but let's say the person just got west and they will tell me the facing is west. And when they give me the floor plan, this is what I will do. I will put west here, east, south, north. Now let's say if the facing came as southwest, then accordingly your main directions would come at the corners and the minor directions would come on the major walls of your house. Okay, so let's stick by the south north to explain what is the difference now. So this is facing, where you're standing here and you're looking outside, that is the direction. But that does, now we look at how do you, once you get the facing, how do you understand the sectors of your house? So typically what they do is when you have a floor plan, it is very important that you have the floor plan to scale. The reason being the length and the breadth of the house has to be equally divided by 3. So in this case, since this is longer, this is shorter, I will divide this in this manner. Or maybe actually push this towards this side here. And then I will take this and give an approximate of the last sector. Now here it's not completely equal, but typically I would take a scale and I would measure it and then I would divide them equally into 9 squares. 9 squares. Now once they're divided into 9 squares, I will find out which square your main door comes in. So example, since this is south, the centers of that will come to south. This sector will be southeast. This sector will be northeast. This will be the north sector. This sector will be the northwest. This will be the west, and this will be the southwest sector. So you see, this door is facing west, but it lies in the southwest sector. We'll do the same thing again for one more plan, so we have a better idea. Here we're taking a square shaped floor plan, and this is the orientation of the house where we have the main door coming over here. Let's say this facing, when this person stood here and took the direction, it was southwest facing. That means you will write southwest in the center. If this is southwest, this automatically will become northeast. Okay, this will be your south, this will be your north, this will be your east, this will be your west, and the center will be southeast, in the center will be northwest. So this is how you will get your 9 grids. Now let's say how, now this only has 2, so I will be splitting this into half like this, and I will be getting my 9 sector grid. It's not very clear, I suppose, over here. But what I want to try to tell you is the facing becomes the center sector. When you're taking the facing of the direction, irrespective of where your door is, the center portion of that wall becomes the facing, not over here. All right. So now the door is facing southwest, but it lies in the south. And why this is important is because once you get this grid and you know what comes in where. So example, the living room mostly is in the south sector. The kitchen is in the southeast. It is in the southeast as well as the east. The bathroom is in the north and the bedroom is in the west. Northwest is mostly in the closet. So this gives you an idea, and this also gives you the idea of what comes as the center of your house. Now these floor plans are simple. It is easy to split them up. There are no irregular shapes. There are no missing corners. We do not take the entry porch into this because the entry porch mostly is not covered. Only covered spaces which are attached to the house come inside when we're looking at the Bagua map. All right. So these are 2 examples of how I would have done. Now we're looking at a bigger floor plan. We have 3 bedrooms. We have 2 bathrooms, a utility area, a kitchen, a living room, and my main facing. Let's say my facing for this is south. No, let's do a northeast. So immediately when you get the facing as northeast, you will take the center of that wall and name it northeast. As this is northeast sector, then this becomes my southwest sector. All right. If this becomes my southwest, my bedroom comes in my south. The center of this wall will be southeast. This will be east. Northeast. This would become north. This corner is north, so this will be the living room is in the north sector. The center of this will become northwest, and this would be my kitchen, would be in my west. So this is how you, and this would be my center, obviously. So this is the difference between understanding what facing is and what are the sectors. And now once you understand this, we will learn to apply the flying star grid over the house. I hope you all are enjoying. I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my Feng Shui series. I would love to hear some comments. If you all have some doubts, please definitely share that.